My name's Gayner. I'm the Director of Labs for Symphony Ventures. My relationship for RPA has gone right back to when I was working at Gen4, one of the board members at Gen4 working alongside some of the early innovators and adopters of RPA. Within Symphony, my role is very much to look at the world of RPA and intelligent automation, looking at both the tools and technology, but also organizationally how companies adopt, use and transform themselves through this technology. The industry itself is moving so fast that for it to transform itself is actually quite amazing. So we started off with really basic automation, really basic process automation, task automation, and now as other technologies and tools come into the fray, it's really becoming quite exciting as we get into more cognitive tools, workflow, orchestration, OCR, intelligent OCR. All these tools are making the RPA space really exciting for organizations looking beyond just the process. They're able to look at how this technology and these technologies actually impact people, process, business, data, everything, and I think that's really exciting. Yeah, sure. The community element is a huge deal for Symphony. Being able to interact with like-minded folk, very proactively and reactively solving critical problems that we're facing day to day. I think the community is really important for the growth of the technology, the application of the technology, lessons learned, best practices. I think it's an imperative part of UiPath as well as our adoption and our clients' adoption of the technology. I think the vision is really powerful, and I think the idea of democratizing RPA, like we've seen with computers, like we've seen with other technology that's just bread and butter for us, is really powerful. I think it takes the narrative away from process and task, like I mentioned before, and puts it into transformation. It changes the narrative around this being a technology to do a process or a task and turns it into a technology to empower people to do what people do better. I think the vision is a good vision. I think nuances obviously around that vision come into play, but I think educating everyone to the power and the capability of automation is imperative. As we see the adoption of cognitive technologies, process technologies, automation is the glue that sticks all that together, and having that understanding built in and embedded to any organization, I think is a critical step for all organizations. So giving the power to have and build and run these robots versus simple understanding, I think we'll find different levels of that adoption, but definitely education is critical at this point. I'm not, I'll hold my hand up. So I'm lurking in the background. I work very closely with Richard and the whole UiPath team, George and Richard and Florin and the guys, and I, standing on top of their shoulders, and the shoulders are giants. Those guys are doing some fabulous work within the community, and they really deserve all the praise there. So those guys are there. They've been a part of this for the last 2 to 3 years actually, and I know they're all MVPs and they're all very vocal in the community. So I'm standing behind those guys and making sure that everyone really respects and hears all the good work they're doing. So for me, there's no personal glory there. It's all those guys.